I'm really excited to make this video for y'all, just to talk about why I started fishing, how I started fishing, why I'm still in it, really, and really the bait that's got me through the hard times, the easy times. It's always been there for me. The reason I started fishing is my grandpa. Man, my grandpa got me into fishing. We went to a lake near our cabins, and I grew up in Arkansas, born and raised, and I love it there. It's still probably my favorite state to go to. But we grew up there, me and my sister and my parents, and then my grandparents lived by a lake. And every time we would go to my grandpa's house, all I would want to do is fish. That's all I would want to do. And every time he would take me out. He's got a 17 foot. It's almost like a little tracker. I forgot the exact name of it. Um, but all he would want to do, or all I would want to do, is go out and fish. That's all I wanted to do. And now, did I catch a lot? No, not really. Um, but I remember there's this place called East Cedar, that we would boat to and go to, and we would sit there for hours and hours and hours and hours and just pull up bluegill after bluegill after bluegill, and bring them up, bring them back, fry them up, all the fun stuff, right? Um, but it's not just about fishing that I loved, because after fishing, we would go to back to our cabins, and we would start a fire. We would make a fire, and the we would do s'mores, we would do hot dogs, we would do all of it. My uncle would come, and he would make cobbler. It was like peach cobbler a lot of times, sometimes apple. It's just dependent. We have blackberries growing around there that we he would make fresh blackberry cobbler. Um, but I just I wanted to let y'all know, man, where I came from, how it started. That's how it started. Is my grandpa showed me fishing, and ever since then I've been hooked. Right now I'm running a 1996 champion, with a 2001 uh, 200 horsepower Mercury on the back of it. Nothing crazy, but the way I got that is I I've had several boats in my life. I've had a lot of John boats, but I've never had an actual bass boat. And the way I got this guy is, I'm looking at it right out the window out here. The way I got this guy was, I kept trading up. You see those videos of trading a penny to a house or whatever it may be, something crazy. This is kind of my story, right? Trading something small to a bass boat, right? I've been looking at bass boats forever. Have always wanted them. Have always wanted one. And the way it started was, I bought this four wheeler for $200. It wasn't running. It would start to crank, but it wouldn't turn over. And after that, I got it running. Ended up trading it for a John boat, a little blue John boat that I ended up painting. I did a lot of stuff to it. I turned it into a bass boat, um, like like you see those conversions on YouTube. I did that. I loved every second of it. I loved that boat. It ran really well. It had a 20 horsepower little. I believe they're made by Mercury. That Marina brand, or Marina, or whatever it's called. Um, and I could run about 20, 25 miles an hour in that guy, and I loved it. That's where I started fishing all my tournaments. I do a lot of small local tournaments in um, where I live now, and I love it. And ever since I had that boat, I just decided, hey, I every time a bass boat pops up on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp or any of those kind of websites, I'm just gonna send them, hey, would you be interested in trading? Would you be interested in um, like taking some off for the boat, right? And so I've done that. I did it for quite a while. I'm not sure the exact time. I think it was like 6 or 7 months of just different boats. It didn't matter how much they were. And this guy had this specific boat posted for 12 grand. And I slid up and I said, hey, like, what are you, you know, would you be interested in this? And I had already looked up this boat um, through it's a website. It's like KBB or something like that, and it put in the whole number and all that fun stuff, and it gave me the price, and a good price was 12 grand for this boat. And so I went to this guy and was like, hey, you got anything um, I can trade for this, blah blah blah. And he's like, you know what, I'll take that boat plus $1,000. And if you know anything about John boats, they're not worth anywhere near $11,000. They're the one I had was probably worth 25, maybe 2,500, maybe $3,000 at the absolute most. And I was like, okay, okay, okay. And at this point, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't have $1,000. I didn't have it, and I decided I I mow a lot of lawns. I try to mow lawns and stuff, and I had this mower. Excuse me. I had this mower that somebody gave me, and it didn't run. And so I decided I'm gonna take it to a mechanic, and the mechanic charged me. It was like $150 to get it up and running. He did everything to it. It was a good mower, and the I'd been trying to get rid of that mower too. I was trying to sell that mower as well. And so I just messaged the guy. I said, hey, is there any way you could take any more off of it? You know, I have this mower. Um, like, is there any way? And he was like, you know what? My mom needs that mower. I'll just trade you for the boat and the mower, and then I'll trade you for the boat straight up. He had the title for the boat, the motor, and the trailer. It's an original trailer with it, all the cool lights on it, and all that fun stuff. I realized my video stopped having audio, so I'm sorry that it cut to this, but I'm gonna continue where I left off. I think I spoke about another 6 minutes, so sorry in advance. But I was talking about my boat, man. I love my boat. He traded straight up, had all the titles, all that fun stuff. I got it back, got it on the water, and it ran great. It's ran great ever since then. The dude was super nice. I appreciate it so much. He took my other boat, and he's running river lines with it. But I I really just owe all of it to my grandpa. Man, my grandpa has helped me fish, helped me grow up fishing, helped me learn fishing, helped me understand it a little bit more. But one of my favorite baits right now, um, honestly, my favorite bait that I've ever thrown in my life is this guy right here. You can see I cut it off just for this video, but I love this bait. And not any specific brand or anything, but I love specifically the willow leaf and the Colorado, right? And whether they're both silver or gold and silver, however, to me that doesn't matter too much. Just this guy right here, right? And I love the white. I don't really care how murky it is. I know that's probably a difference of opinion, and some of y'all might think I'm wrong, and that's okay. But no matter what, I love a spinnerbait. I love the all white. It's people say that this is supposed to represent a shad. This represents a shad, and so does this, right? Um, but this is my go-to bait. You can throw it anywhere. You can throw it in deep water, let it sink and reel it back. You can do a slow retrieve. You can do a pause retrieve. You can throw it on a dam up against rocks. You can pretty much do anything with it, right? The way I've been fishing it a bunch, it's currently like June 2nd, I think, is I've been throwing it up against reeds, right? I've been throwing it up against the grass line and just trying to go parallel with the grass line. And our bass have already spawned. And our shad spawn just happened, so shad are kind of going crazy, and bass are still guarding their fry a little bit. So this guy right here helps out so much, even in the winter. You slow it down, it's great, right? This is all-time favorite bait, and probably will always be my all-time favorite bait. You see everybody using it. You see the pros using it. You see your everyday anglers using it. You see anglers that just started using it, right? So this is definitely my favorite, just because it's so versatile. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to get on here and kind of be real with y'all and just let y'all know, man, what I'm, how I grew up. You know how I got into fishing, and really my goal is to get to the majors, right? I would love to fish for a living. I understand that it's a lot of work and a lot of dedication, and I'm willing to do it, right? I didn't fish professionally, or I didn't fish on a team in high school. I didn't fish on a team in college. I do regret it. My high school didn't have one, um, and I only went to college for a little bit. So um, I'm just excited to um, work my way up, right? Or start from the bottom, and just climb up, right? But I just wanted to get on here and say, man, any support that y'all could give, whether you have some extra rods, extra reels, um, I don't know, just a like, a comment, whatever it may be, like anything helps. Any baits, anything helps. I would love to get to where I can fish and spend money, but be able to save a little bit as well, right? That's always the goal. But I just wanted to get on here, right, and just let y'all know what's up, man. I appreciate y'all watching. I know I don't have a ton of like subscribers or probably a ton of watchers right now, and that's okay. But I really appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I'll keep trying to get videos out. I know it's been a while. I'm sorry, but I'll see y'all later. Peace.